Welcome everyone to the channel. It is always a privilege to have you here, to share a space for contemplation as we navigate the ever-changing currents of our world. Before we begin today's exploration, I want to extend a sincere invitation to you. This platform is a conversation, not a lecture, and your voice is essential. Please feel free to share your thoughts, observations, and suggestions for future topics in the comments below. Your engagement is the lifeblood of this community. If our discussion today resonates with you, if this topic sparks a question or a moment of critical reflection, I would be grateful if you would consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more in-depth dives into the promises and perils of our technological age. Today, we are venturing into the heart of a narrative that is being written in real time, a story of immense promise shadowed by an equally immense and often unspoken skepticism. We are constantly told that we stand on the precipice of a revolution, that artificial intelligence is poised to automate, to accelerate, and perhaps to redefine the nature of human work entirely. But what if that popular narrative, while compelling, is not the entire truth? What if, behind the curtain of impressive demonstrations and soaring stock prices, there lies a more complex, more nuanced, and frankly, more sobering reality? Our guide for this exploration is a recent and truly fascinating academic paper from Carnegie Mellon University. The full title is TheAgentCompany, Benchmarking LLM Agents on Consequential Real World Tasks. The researchers that generated this paper have done something quite remarkable. The team has moved beyond the abstract and the theoretical to ask a straightforward and pragmatic question. Just how good are these so-called AI agents at performing the kind of professional tasks that many of us do every single day? The study's premise is captivating. The authors constructed a digital simulation, a virtual workplace the team calls the Agent Company. Think of this simulation as a microcosm of a modern software firm, complete with internal websites, databases, and a set of tasks that would be familiar to anyone in a professional setting. The AI agents, powered by the most advanced large language models available, models from Google, OpenAI, Anthropic, and others, were unleashed into this environment. The agents' mission was to act as digital workers, browsing the web, writing code, running programs, and achieving specific professional goals. This evaluation is not a test of a model's ability to answer trivia or to write a poem. This evaluation is a rigorous benchmark of an AI's ability to do work. And the results of the study, my friends, are where the soft drama of our story truly begins. The headline finding, the number that cuts through the noise and the hype, is this. Even the most competitive and powerful AI agent tested could only complete about 30% of the assigned tasks autonomously. Let that number sink in for a moment. 30%. This outcome is not a story of overwhelming triumph. This outcome is not the narrative of imminent wholesale replacement of the human workforce that we so often hear. Instead, as the authors themselves state, the study's result paints a nuanced picture. This finding suggests a reality where AI agents can, indeed, handle a portion of simpler, more straightforward tasks. However, when faced with more complex problems, requiring long-term planning, adaptability, and a deeper contextual understanding, the kind of long-horizon tasks that define much of professional work, these agents falter. The illusion of effortless competence begins to fray, revealing the significant gap that still exists between artificial intelligence and genuine, adaptable human capability. Let's delve deeper into the methodology because the genius of this paper lies in its design. By creating a self-contained, simulated company, the researchers eliminated many of the variables and contaminations that plague other AI benchmarks. The team could control the environment, precisely define the tasks, and rigorously evaluate the outcomes. The tasks themselves were varied, mirroring the multifaceted nature of a real job. Some assignments might involve financial analysis, others project management or software engineering. The agents had to navigate this world, interact with its components, and produce tangible results. The researchers observed a clear and consistent pattern. When a task was simple, with a clear path to completion, the AI agents often performed adequately. These AIs could extract information, format documents, and execute basic code. However, as the complexity grew and the number of steps required to reach the goal increased, the agent's performance began to deteriorate. One version of the results showed the top model requiring an average of nearly 27 steps to complete each task. This process was not only time-consuming but also expensive, costing several dollars per task. This reality is a far cry from the vision of hyper-efficient, cost-slashing digital labor. In some cases, the agents would become stuck in loops, aimlessly exploring the digital environment and unable to find their way forward. The AI struggled to maintain context over long sequences of actions. A delegated task, for instance, might be passed to a specialized browse agent. That sub-agent would fail, and upon redelegation, the primary agent would fail to pick up where the sub-agent left off, starting the process anew. Anyone who has ever felt the frustration of a website that doesn't save your progress can perhaps imagine the digital equivalent of this Sisyphean struggle. This behavior reveals a fundamental limitation that is often glossed over in public demonstrations. Current AI agents, despite their linguistic prowess, frequently struggle with statefulness, remembering and building upon previous actions in a dynamic environment. These agents lack the robust, long-term memory and the adaptive planning that we humans often take for granted. Perhaps one of the most revealing aspects of the study is what happened when the agents simply gave up. The researchers noted that some models seemed to be better at quitting early when a task was clearly beyond their capacity. While this ability might save on computational cost, such an action is a profoundly underexplored facet of AI reasoning. Quitting is not a demonstration of superior problem-solving, but rather an admission of defeat. This behavior is a silent acknowledgement of the thinking cliff, a point beyond which the agent simply cannot proceed. This action is not the behavior of a relentless, super-intelligent problem-solver, but something far more brittle. The paper therefore offers a crucial reality check. The research challenges us to look beyond the impressive chain of thought reasoning that these models produce. The models can generate text that appears to follow a logical process, but as this research suggests, this appearance may often be an illusion of thinking. The ability to articulate a plan is not the same as the ability to execute that plan successfully, especially when faced with unexpected hurdles or increasing complexity. So what does all of this mean for us? For those in the industry looking to adopt AI, the study counsels caution. The paper suggests that while AI can be a powerful tool for automating simpler, repetitive workflows, the dream of a fully autonomous digital workforce remains, for now, a distant one. For policymakers, the research underscores the need for a more nuanced and evidence-based discussion about the impact of AI on the labor market, one that acknowledges both AI's potential and its very real present-day limitations. And for all of us, as individuals navigating this new landscape, the paper is an invitation to cultivate a healthy skepticism. It is a call to question grand narratives, to seek empirical data, and to recognize that the relationship between human and artificial intelligence will likely be one of collaboration and augmentation, rather than outright replacement, for the foreseeable future. The most difficult, long horizon, and consequential tasks still require the unique blend of creativity, adaptability, and robust reasoning that defines human intelligence. This paper does not close the book on AI agents. Instead, the document opens a new, more realistic chapter. The study provides a benchmark, a litmus test, against which future progress can be measured. The research provides us with the tools to transition from a discussion based on hype to one grounded in evidence. And in doing so, the paper's authors perform an invaluable service. As we conclude, I find myself circling back to that central finding, 30%. That number feels both surprisingly low and, in a way, deeply reassuring. The statistic suggests that the future is not a foregone conclusion. There is still time for thoughtful consideration, careful implementation, and a human-centric approach to the development and deployment of artificial intelligence. The finding reminds us that, despite all the code, data, and processing power, there is still something unique and irreplaceable about the human mind's ability to navigate the complex, often unpredictable terrain of the real world. Thank you for joining me on this in-depth exploration of the nuanced reality of AI agents. I genuinely hope this analysis has provided you with a new perspective through which to view this transformative technology. Now the conversation turns to you. What are your thoughts on these findings? Does this research align with your own experiences with AI? What does the future of work look like from your perspective? Please share your insights in the comments below. Let's continue this vital discussion. And if you found value in this exploration, I would be grateful if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can continue to seek clarity in an increasingly complex world.